There we go. For a second there, I thought, and I got myself in the wrong view here. I thought I had my overview turned on. Anyways, so welcome at another live stream. At the moment, I'm streaming live on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays at 10, Fridays at 9. And today we're going to be looking into what I was just playing. So I already did the first half of it. And I did that, I think, last week. So today what we're going to be looking at is the second half, I guess. And I'm going to be very open and honest here. I actually didn't check whether the outro or any of that was any different. I just know that once you've gone through the main parts, he does a lot of repeats. So it might be that there's going to be like another final version of this thing coming out. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Going to switch my view here on my other screen. Another thing, if during the live stream you have any questions, I love questions. So please don't hesitate to ask anything. Also, if you just have like fun facts to share about Tommy Emmanuel, or maybe your favorite tune from Tommy Emmanuel that you like me to do in a future live stream, then definitely let me know, because, well, you know, I'm a YouTuber, so I need to create content for YouTube, and yeah, if you guys like it, then, hey, Pete, I think is this the first time that I'm seeing you live? I see you comment, but I'm not sure if I've seen you on a live stream yet. So that's cool that you're here too. Yeah, so let's get into the part that we're going to be looking at today. So, and also, and this is the last disclaimer I'm going to give you here, but I've had a few hours to practice for this. So for me, this tune was brand new. One of my patrons, Jerry, requested it, so I figured, you know, and he sent me a new monitor, which is crazy. I have 2 monitors right now, but I figured I'd do him a favor back and then do the live streams on that tune. However, what was I going to say? See, I'm trying to read comments and do my talking, which is probably not a smart thing. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, darn it. Oh, yeah. So I only had a few hours to practice for this because this song is brand new to me. So bear with me during the tutorial. I will do my best to play everything as clean as I can. But yeah, this is only just sinking in with me as well. So there is a quick question there. Can you show bar alternatives to thumb overs? Oh my gosh, I understand that question. Yes, bar alternatives to thumb overs. That's so funny. Yeah, so I think in this tune, so let me just show you quickly, and then I'm going to get into the tutorial, I promise. So let me make sure that I have the right view. So if you have this one here, right, so he does thumb overs here, right, for that A chord and for the B chord. And I think you don't need a bar chord there. You just use your index finger. So, and these work just as well as the thumb overs do. In fact, I think in a way, maybe these are better. Oh, that's probably a bad thing to say, but maybe these are better even. Let's see, because oh yeah. So the only tricky part is when he does the hammer-on stuff, right? That's where it becomes a little tricky. I think you can still do it, but then what you would need to do probably is with your ring finger have it placed in such a way that it either mutes the A string or it frets the A string, so you can still do the hammer on there. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna switch my view here. So that part is still in the previous tutorial. The only difference is when you get, and then after that you get, so you get, sorry, I know this is, just stick with me here for a little, for a little bit as I sort myself out. I'm trying to find the best way into this tutorial. Yeah, okay, so this is the part. So once you've played that A minor add 9, then we get that basically A minor with C in the bass that slides down to the E chord. So, and then what you do is you just strum the whole E chord, and then you sort of strum the bass twice. So get. Then you play this chord here, which is basically A major, but then in the first inversion. First inversion because the C sharp is in the bass. So that is index finger on D and G in second, and then your ring finger is going to be in fourth of your A string, like that. And then he just leaves it there. I always thought he did something like he sort of resolved it back to E, but he doesn't. So you get and then we get the first real part of the next section, which is this. Right? So what you do there is, first of all, you start with your E5 power chord. And you play E, A, D, and then your pinky makes a hammer-on in fourth. Right? Then you play that A string again, then remove pinky and you play the D string again. So put that pinky back on 4, slide it to 6, and this is where your stretching ability will be called upon, because we get basically F sharp minor add 9. So your index finger is in second position, your pinky is in 6. That's quite the stretch for most of you, right? So and then you go down to ring finger 4 to just index finger all in second, and that's that. Okay? And then you get those little taps in between. I'm going to switch to another view so you can more clearly see what my right hand is doing. I have to quickly check here whether everything is properly in view. I guess so. Like, I should change my camera angle here a little bit. What did I do? There you go. That's better. All right. So what you do is, so you play the thumb for E and A, and then the D string is going to be your index finger. So, and when I just have all those notes on the D string, I'll pluck them with my index finger. The other thing that I do is, in the beginning, I palm mute my my bass strings there. So, right? Sorry. Then you get fingers play the chord, thumb plays that 6th position, and then I play them both. Right? Then to 4, to 2, and then we go into the next part. So I'll play that one more time, and then we move on. 3, 4. All right. Then we get to the next part. Let me get my stream deck a little closer here so I can just hit it without having to lean forward all the time. So then we get the next part, and that is A minor 6. So basically you have your ring finger on B5, middle finger on G5, index finger on D4, right? And we have open A. We pluck D, G, and B with our index finger, middle finger, and ring finger. Then you play the bass note, but your pinky hammers on 6 of your D string, creating A minor major 7, right? So then you, so let's see, yeah. I believe it's just, yeah, you don't pick when you do the pull off. So you play the chord, bass, and hammer on, and then pull off. Then what you do is you strum the chord with the pinky back on. So the pinky goes on, off, and then off again. So you get, then you play open E, you play the B string with your ring finger, and then we go to this chord here, which is E5, so that's pointer finger in D2 and pinky in G4, right? So from that A minor 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and, sorry, 3, 4, okay, so now we go to, in the next one, we play the following thing. We'll do that again. So we have those 2 fingers there. So I got, so what you do is you play, thumb plays open E, then B is open plate with your ring finger. So, and then you do sort of that slap and strum over D, G, and B, like that. So then you go to your E chord, and basically what you do is you just pluck D and G or D, G, and B together, and you do like a pluck there, bass note, pluck. So followed by a tap or a slap, one of those two, right? So you get that chord again. So then during that slap, you move up the neck of the guitar, and we get G sharp minor. So that is index finger barring 4th position. And then pinky is going to be on 7th of your E string. And there you get, you just pluck the bass and then the top 3 strings. Okay? So those 4 bars together, I'm going to show this overview and I'm going to play it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Hopefully that's clear, or clear enough at least. So then we go into the next sequence, and I think it's best to first just go over the chords there. So what you do there is you have your G sharp minor, then it goes to C sharp minor 7. So that is index finger barring 4th position on A through E, and then middle finger is in B5 and ring finger is in D4. Right? So you get, Then it goes into a series of very, very exquisite A chords. So the first one is going to be A major 9. So that's pointer finger on E4, middle finger on G6, ring finger on D7. You have an open B and A string there. It's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous chord. So A major 9, going to A major 6. So what you do is you put your pinky down on 7th of that B string, and you just play A, D, G, and B string. So we got, and then we have another A. We have A add 9. So that is just ring finger on that D7 and middle finger on G6. All right, let's keep it until there. So we have A major 9, A major 6, and A add 9. Okay, so let's play what we're going to be doing and then see how it's done. So we get, all right, so what do you do there? So you start off on the and of 4 on that G sharp minor chord. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2. Right? So on the 1, you play sort of like an open E. It's kind of gentle, but it is there. So open E. Then on the and of 1, play that G sharp again. Then you got that slap or tap on the strings on the second beat. Then you play the C sharp minor, I guess with an up pluck, I guess. Then you play the bass with the thumb, you pluck D and G, and then you make a pretty strong strum there. So I get 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, like that. Then you play open E on the and of 4, and then we go into that beautiful A major 9 chord. I have a feeling when you play the A major 9 chord, you have to have a radio voice to go with it, which I don't. My voice is not radio suitable, unfortunately. Yes, so when you play that A chord, you play this part. So you play A, G, B, and E together, bass string, then you sort of make that slap and strum. So, and you lift that index finger for that, and then pinky on that 7th to make that A major 6, and then you pluck upwards like that. So, and then followed by bass. And then what you do is you lift that pinky again, you pluck up, make a slap and strum, and then pluck up again. So you get 1, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... like that. All right? And unfortunately, I have to mute because... well, I have a little bit of allergy, so, and I don't want to hear you. I don't want you to hear me sneeze or anything. Hold on. Sorry you had to be a witness of that, but that's the beauty of a live stream. You get to see me real time and all the particular things that go on in my life, like my allergies. All right, all silliness aside. So once we've done that A major chord, so then it flows into an A minor major 7 with a 13. Oh my gosh, what a name. But what a beautiful chord. So let me explain this chord. I have to make sure that you can actually clearly see it. I don't know. Is this in? There you go. It's not even completely in. There you go. It's better now. So basically what you do is you have your index finger on E4, pinky on G7, middle finger, B7, middle finger on G5, and ring finger on D7. Also for people with small hands, this is gonna be tricky. Basically you have your major 7 under your index finger, your major 6 or 13 under your pinky, the minor 3rd under your middle finger, and ring finger plays the root there. Beautiful chord. And then what you do with it is you play A, G, B, and E together, then the bass, then you play sort of a strum on everything but the high E string. So I get, and then you pluck up D, G, and B, bass, and then G, B, and E with open E string there. Hopefully this is kind of clear. If it isn't, do let me know. So we got and then for those who have the tablature from Patreon, in that bar 17 at the end, you have sort of that slap and strum on 4 of D, G, and B. All right. I probably have to check that, but I'm sticking with it for now. Let's see. So we have 1. So on the and of 4, we have that G sharp minor 7 again. And we don't go to the open E string, so there it stays on. So you just play that bass note for the chord. So you get and 1 and 2. So you pluck, bass, pluck, and then a strum and slap. So that's right. Then we go to that C sharp minor 7. We pluck A, D, G, and B. Bass, fingers again. And then I sort of strum the top 3. So, and then we go to G add 9. But before I do that, I want to do a quick playthrough because I'm noticing I'm starting to ramble here. I want to do a quick playthrough from the previous 4 bars, so at least we have the left and right hand in view. All right, so that goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not flawless, but you get the idea. So, and 1 and 2. Then we go to that C sharp minor. And 3 and 4. Then we go to G at 9. So basically what you do is you bar everything. Maybe Tommy does it like this, but I definitely bar everything here. Middle finger goes on G4, pinky goes on E5, index finger is on 3rd, by the way. Yeah, I figured that those last 4 bars needed a review, or we'd be in trouble. So then we have that G add 9. So you pluck, then bass, and then you pluck the top part, sort of a tap on the strings. Then you go to D over F sharp. So for that, I also bar 2nd position, and then ring finger goes to D4. We have that G string in 2nd, and then middle finger is in B3. All right. And then what you do is you add your pinky on 5 of that B string. You play it, play the E string, and then we go into B sus4. So you pluck A, G, B, and E, and then you just play the single notes: E string, B string, G string. Move your pinky down a half step. Do the same thing. Then open up that E string, right? So you get. Then you slide that ring finger to 6th position. Index finger goes to 4 on B. And then you play open E, B, G, and then open B, right? That's a lot to take in. So let's start on the G add 9. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And this is where we come back full circle, where we go back to yeah, that kind of concludes. I had no idea actually that I had that all in view there with the circle and the thing. But anyway, so that kind of concludes that second half of the tutorial. I'm not 100% sure, but I will check later whether that really covers the whole thing. I think it definitely covers 95% of it, if not more. What's not in here, I think there are some like minor variations that he does because, you know, it's Tommy Emmanuel, so he kind of has to, in a way. But yeah, I left those out of there because I think they're not always essential to what we're doing here. So, yeah. So does anyone have any questions so far? I mean, right now is the moment you can ask me, you know, if was a section that was unclear, I can get into it now. And then, because otherwise I will start thinking about closing this stream. And this is also still your chance to drop some, you know, like some songs, like song names and stuff, right? Oh, and the other thing, which might be interesting, hold on, let's see if I can. So if you're ever wondering, let's see, where is that thing? Oh, there we go. Hold on. So, Willie Nelson, Nightlife. I will check it for sure. I will definitely check that. So if you're ever wondering where to find all this stuff, I want to give you a quick view on that. So if you go to my website, yourguitarworkshop.com, what you will find is on the live page. If I keep it up to date, I really do try these days. You will find the upcoming live stream at the top. and then all past and planned live streams that are below that. So this Friday, I'm going to be doing a Robin Ford Blues guitar solo transcription. I have no clue which one yet. I'm going to do this for a second here. I have no clue which one yet, but that's the plan. And yeah, all my regular lessons, and I haven't done any new ones just yet. Right now, I'm just live streaming, but those things are coming back at some point as well. Maybe not to the same amount as I was doing them back then, but still. So you can find them under lessons. What's also good to know there is that if you need to get access to the tablatures there, you can find them under the downloads button. It will lead you right to my Patreon page. And my Patreon page is really hard to find stuff there, which I know. So I put all the direct links under those download buttons. Lastly, if you're interested in taking lessons, you never know, trying to figure out how to do something, then you can just go to bookings and yeah. Oh, I should have mentioned this. Like, of course, and you can just book a lesson, blah blah blah, and Jerry can tell you how wonderful my lessons are. I don't want to put you on the spot. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's all possible. So yeah, so this video is not sponsored by Squarespace. It's sponsored by me. I sponsor my own videos. Okay, well, I'll have a look at the Willie Nelson Night Live, the live version, and I'm wishing you all a great week. Don't forget this Friday at 10 a.m., even if it's just to say hi. You can always say hi. All right? Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.